Princes William and Harry are coming together today, aren't they, to unveil a statue to their late mother, Dan. I'm sure it'll be a very beautiful, sedate one, rather than one that we'd want for you, Janet. But today, of course, would be her 60th birthday, Dan, as unbelievably. The statue is going to be placed in the sunken garden of Kensington Palace, which is one of Diana's favourite spots for reflection. And in a moment, we're going to talk about the places that we go to remember our lost loved ones. But first, of course, the question that everyone's asking is, could this be the day that the warring brothers could start, perhaps, to resolve their feud? Gloria, do you think, of course, everyone's thinking maybe at the funeral of their grandfather it might happen, and of course it didn't.
I tell you what, though, just in isolation for this day, if this doesn't mend the feud to some extent, it's a very strange world, because if Princess Diana knew that this feud was going on, I think she'd be really upset. She'd be saying to the boys, what are you playing at? You know, they were brought up as very close boys, for obvious reasons, and continued to be. And it's very heartbreaking to think of this feud. We're only reading about it. We don't know to what extent it is. But I think it's very apt to this at Kensington Gardens, because Princess Diana allegedly just adored being there. The public associate her there. And I've heard down the line, it's only gossip to say that the statue is absolutely beautiful. So, Janet, it's going to be very nice.
Yeah, I wonder really how much bridge building there will really be, because I've noticed over the last couple of weeks that William and Harry not only now inhabit completely different worlds, but they speak different languages. Last week, for example, Harry made a speech to people to commemorate to celebrate the Diana Awards. And in that speech, he used the kind of language he's used on Oprah, which is he was thanking people for living an authentic life. And then he was using words like my truth. And what I think is that actually Harry now speaks what I would call the millennial babble language, and William is very much, he has that slight estuary accent, which I find quite appealing. But William is carrying out a job that he had no choice about. He's working really hard every day and communicating with people, you know, in a very simple way.
I think language, though, Janet.
Well,
what do you think, Frankie? I think that's a little bit mean, actually,
it's a bit of an old-fashioned view, Janet.
Yes, Frankie, I knew you'd say that. Just an observation. I just think that when people talk about my truth, what they're saying is, this is at the heart of what you could call cancel culture, my truth, which is what Harry said last week. Why is his truth any better than anyone else's truth?
Maybe he just wants to tell his truth, which he suggests that within the royal family, you're not able to say what you really think or feel. And that is the era we're in,
counselling, they start to talk in that speak. They start to talk about the soul and the inner soul and everything. And I know what you mean. I think when people are exposed to counselling, which obviously does them a lot of good, and I'm not denying that, but I think they do take on that manner of speaking. It's the words that they use.
But authentic, for example, is another word that Harry's using a lot, about living your authentic life. Well, he's decided to go and live on the other side of the Atlantic, and William doesn't have that choice. Now, who's to say that one life's more authentic than another? We all live our lives. I mean, I'd love them to get on, but then I accept that, like, my relationship with my sister was really acrimonious, and we went through years of not talking.